Season 2, Episode 6 is a critical pivot. We've talked about the crew and the budget, but now we have to talk about what happens when the environment gets hostile. This is where most students quit. When the real world starts pushing back. Every skyscraper is designed to sway. If it was perfectly rigid, the first high wind would snap it in half. In season 1, we learned to handle the storms inside our heads. But today, we're talking about the storms outside the fence. The critics, the no's, and the people who want to deny your permits. It's time for storm proofing. I want you to learn to expect the resistance. Welcome back to Pondering the Possibilities, the Daily Shift podcast. I'm your host, William Ponder. In the structural build, resistance isn't a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you're actually building something very, very visible. At A Life of Pondering, as always, we define pondering as thinking about something slowly and carefully before making a decision or coming to a conclusion. When someone criticizes your work or rejects your proposal, your first instinct is to react. Today, we ponder the wind load instead. That's right, the wind load instead. The core lesson today is we're talking about permit denials versus bad weather. In this phase of the build, you're going to encounter two types of external pressure. You have permit denials. This is constructive, albeit painful feedback. It's a professor or a mentor saying, this part of your structure isn't sound yet. Don't get offended. Thank them for showing you the crack in the wall before the roof went on. Secondly, you have bad weather. This is the noise from the sidewalkers. You know, the ones we talked about in episode 2. It's the person who says, who do you think you are to build this? This isn't data. It's just weather. You don't argue with a thunderstorm. You just close the windows and keep working. Storm-proofing your life means knowing the difference. One requires an adjustment to the blueprint. The other just requires an umbrella. As always, let's talk mechanics. You have the sway factor. Professionalism is the ability to sway without breaking. When you face conflict in a meeting or a group project, don't meet hostility with hostility. Ponder this. Can you listen to a critic without letting them inside your foundation? Take the data, leave the drama. If their critique helps the building stand taller, use it. If it's just wind, let it pass through. Today's daily shift challenge is this. Audit the last no. Think of the last time someone told you no or criticized your vision. Was it a permit denial? Valuable data for the build? Or was it just bad weather? Meaningless noise? If it was data, write down one adjustment you'll make. If it was noise, look in the mirror and give yourself permission to ignore it. Don't let a rainy day stop the construction. A building that hasn't been tested by a storm isn't a building you want to live in. If this shift helped you stand a little taller against the wind today, hit that follow button, subscribe button, and share this with someone who is currently facing a storm in their career or studies. I'll see you Monday at 6:30 a.m. for episode 7, where we discuss the facade. We're going to talk about personal branding and the intentionality of your professional first impression. This is Pondering the Possibilities, the Daily Shift podcast, brought to you by A Life of Pondering, LLC. And as always, remember, my friends, change might not happen overnight, but progress should. We will see you in the next episode.
First off, let me thank my father for the morning.